It's Madden NFL 23, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Returning it, Justice Hill. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They're led out by an electric third-year player from the University of Utah, Tyler Huntley.
A three-year starter at the University of Utah. He got his NFL opportunity as Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore, mainly because he possessed similar qualities. Excellent runner, big-time arm, just has to grow in accuracy and avoiding mistakes.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, Huntley. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 34. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Pickett now on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. That swung out wide to Harris. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
8 yards to go on second down. Here's Huntley. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, look at the juke. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Huntley to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Huntley. And that is incomplete.
Red man decided to test him early. They proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Olszewski now to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Huntley. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? how about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Pickett will look to throw it here. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They go play action here on first down. Man open is Robinson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Down to about the 22 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3 zip. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Jet sweep, here's Pickens with it. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. From the gun, here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson from 13 yards out. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Huntley. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Huntley. Buying time to us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh offense set to go to work once again.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Steps away to his left.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
From the gun on third down, Pickett.
And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Huntley.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Back to throw. Huntley. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Back to throw, Pickett. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Here's Huntley.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Huntley to throw.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Pickett back to throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Pickett now from the gun here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
throwing to start the drive. Huntley, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, y'all. Right now.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On 1st and 10, Huntley. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. On 1st down, Huntley. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Ravens gonna use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Shifts by at the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catch in the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Steelers. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
He works his way forward for a couple of past the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett will look to throw it here.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. And they'll begin by running the option.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Back to throw. Huntley. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
And now out come the Steelers. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Pickett now on 1st down.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the give, this is Harris. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
He'll buy some time right.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches,
Pickett.
got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, You don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
He's going to keep this again.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one, 11 yards in the first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
They find some open field here. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Huntley. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Touchdown! Demarcus Robinson, 45 yards.
And the Ravens have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. The Steelers ready for their next possession. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's another carry for Harris. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Ravens ready to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Pickens on the slant.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run with Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
A give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going. Game time.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Ravens send their punter out now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Pickett sets up play action.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And the Steelers on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Prochet on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
2nd and 9.
Off the play fake.
Huntley.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
I would say just a great play action. It's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop. They can't read us straight up.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Huntley. That's complete to Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for you.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
To throw, Huntley.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 19-yard line.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Harris running straight ahead. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
You know what we need, baby. It's about that time.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's Pickett.
Complete. It's Johnson.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run with Harris. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run again with Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Boswell for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
So the Ravens now down on the scoreboard. Exactly 1 minute remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here's Huntley.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick, rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.